Okay, I don't know if I'm actually gonna do this, but we got some things up here. They're pretty cool. We got this jar. It has algae in it, and I was watching a video by this guy named Life in a Jar, I think. Hold on, I want to shout out my very very small audience to this individual. Life in jars. Life in jars. Yeah. So cricket. The fridge. Whatever. Here, actually, wait, hold on. Okay, we've returned. Luna, what are we gonna do? Well, we're gonna. Okay, so about a year and a half ago, it was snowing, right? I think right now is late summer, so a year and a half ago was like a late winter. It snowed in our car, and I picked up some of that snow and I put it in a jar. And I've kept that jar in this fridge for over a year and a half. Now, this YouTube channel that I watched for the inspiration for this, um, had been making a few ecosystems, I guess. So, we're gonna do something like that. I just gotta get all this paper off the jar first because I never took off the paper. I'm gonna use this knife to scrape at it. Or, wait, do we have anything better? No. Yeah, time lapse. Wait, actually, cut. It's not that good. While I was undoing it, the frost went away, and I heard the ice pop once. So it's already starting to warm up from the surroundings. It's already much colder. So, what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to put it. See, I was originally thinking, because right now, if I put it back in the freezer, it should restore. But I think it's off the point of no return because I took so. This is the longest it's ever been out of the freezer for over a year and a half. So I'm thinking either I put it in the fridge during the day and let it slowly build up to today's temperature, or I just put it in the fridge all the time for a few days and let it build to the room temperature. Luna, what the fuck are you doing? Okay, here's my plan. We're gonna put it in the fridge. The door of the fridge. Let's check the temperature of the fridge. It's not that cold, but it keeps things cold. So we're gonna let that sit. We're gonna check on it tomorrow and see how much the water's melted because in the fridge, actually, it's not ice in here. Ice melts in the fridge. It's the freezer that keeps it cold, but it doesn't even freeze it in the freezer. So I guess we're just going to keep it out. I guess what we're going to do is we're going to leave it out and let it equate to today's temperature for the rest of its existence. We're going to see how long the ecosystem can last until I'm like forced to intervene with it. Although I could go outside and find a dead leaf and put a piece of that in here, but look at that. All right, let's actually get a better look at this. As you can see, there's some sort of stalactite. Okay, there's a few dust motes in here. So even if we don't add anything, there's still material. Where'd you put your... Do you want me to toss it? Or... She had it away. Okay. Although we only have one good viewing. But yeah, it's quite the weird thing when snow has been frozen for this long and then thawed miraculously. You could see the crystal structure and the little glitters. Those are really large glitters, like this. This one, look at that. Now, I'm pretty sure... Hi, Luna. Hey, you wanna sniff it? Don't lick it. You're gonna infect it with your saliva. Oh. I'm pretty sure a rapid change in temperature for any... Oh, there we go. It's starting to thaw. Incredible. Here, I'm actually gonna go break out my microscope, which I haven't used in like 2 years. Oh, there's a bit of... I tried to use a I tried to use a cheese grater on the thing, but it wasn't. You know what? I'm gonna go get a leaf, and then I'm gonna break out my telescope, and we'll see how much it's thawed by the time I get back. Luna, there's already a good leaf right here. You know, it'd be a good idea. Taking one of these helicopter seeds, especially this one that has a bit of green on it. We're gonna take apart this leaf a little bit, because dead leaves are mainly CO2. Or they're not mainly CO2, but they have a lot of CO2 in them because they're dead. And algae loves itself some CO2. So we're going to give it a foundation that's made of its food stuff. Probably only going to use like... Oh, okay. There's a mite on the leaf. We don't want that mite. Oh, there it is. Sorry, man. Let's get a last look at the mite. This mite's last presence on this earth. Reasonably crushed. There could be mite eggs on the leaf. But you must not persist. Sorry about it. And let's break off a piece of that leaf. I think we're gonna put this in. So my original idea was to have it be completely isolated, but I feel like it's not really completely isolated because it's thawing, and that's kind of a new stimulus to the whole system. So I think adding this helicopter seed and that dead leaf will be enough of a new stimulus, even more so than the fact that it's decaying. So, what's this at the bottom? Whoa. It's a very solid hunk of ice, isn't it? Here, I have a good-ish idea. I'll be right back as well. I'm going to the creek to get a small amount of water, just enough that can fit this cup. Got a good idea. It's gonna melt to about midway, maybe, just below midway, since ice is really, liquid water is much denser than crystalline water, which is another word for ice. So we're gonna fill this cup over halfway, not by much, at the creek. We're gonna take this leaf back outside because Mom doesn't want, you know, this random dead leaf in the house. We're gonna fill it with the creek water, which is running water, so it won't be, you know, absolutely incredible in terms of adding new creatures, but that terrible combined with the terrible of literal snow on your car. Like, it snowed on the car, and I'm using that as the main water supply. Well, it's not really main water anymore because I'm adding new water. But I'm pretty sure snow on a car is not... I don't even know if that... I think that's fresh water, but I don't think that's gonna... add a whole lot. There's not gonna be a whole lot of bacteria. There's fish in here. Oh, there's mud skippers. So we're gonna have some mud skipper eggs. I kind of want one. Probably can't get one, so we'll just... They're all huddled way over there. Whoa, get... B, I think, maybe. There. Probably won't get parasites from this just by holding the water. And if it makes myself feel better, I'll wash my hands, but not before I add it to the thing. Okay. The dust is already settled in like a pit area at the bottom. There we go. Now, here we have the creek water, and here we have the thawing ice from the freezer from like over a year ago. It's been dormant, unchanged, except I took it out of the freezer I think 3 times. But yeah, we're gonna use this jar because it's already airtight. We could just reseal it, probably. And we're gonna add these 2 things in as well. I didn't get the chance to add a rock, but I don't think that matters. Luna? What do you think? What do you think, Luna? Okay, here, let's begin. What does it say? The best conversations start over good food. I don't think that's true, but okay. So we're gonna add the seed, and we're gonna add the thing in there, the dead leaf. Oh, I got some of the ice on my finger. And now this ice is not going to be safe to drink. I'm going to actually pour this over the sink. Now this water is very warm compared to the ice. So when it pours in, it's probably going to immediately start to cause it to flex and crack because water just does that in a temperature change. Or it's like going to be like an acid. Okay. And there's the muck from the bottom of the creek. I don't think I could get any more of this in there. I think a lot of it's settled. Unfortunately, I don't want any tap water in the system. I don't trust tap water with the lives of creatures, but yeah. It's already starting to... Yeah, it's still... It's brown. The dust is going to settle because it... You know, remember, it's just dust. We're going to put back the seal. Actually, wait, I almost forgot. Well, we can do that tomorrow when the ice is melted. Seal it tight. Make sure it's sealed. Not too sealed, though. We want to open it in the future. But yeah. The jar... Look at that. I wonder if there's already something in it. Maybe. For some reason I feel like my camera is weird. Bro, just focus. Fine. What is the camera doing? Why is it pulsing? Does my camera have a heartbeat? That's going to be very cool to break down. Now we just gotta wait. I think I'm gonna put it. Let's see, where am I gonna put this? This is the main question. I'm very interested to see if the seed germinates. I don't know if I said that already. I don't think I did. Put it. Over here. We're gonna check back in on it tomorrow. but I'm gonna use my microscope on it. And here, actually,